there, welcome to the Afro Girl Diaries channel. My name is Belinda. This channel is all about beauty, brains, and African sauce, as you can even see. So if you're interested in studying in the UK, then this is the right video for you. So a UCAS application is required if you're interested in doing a full-time undergraduate course at any UK university. So it's required whether you're an international student or if you're a local student, you'd still need to fill in a UCAS application. The applications usually commence at September of the year before the academic year you'd like to go in. So a good example is they opened up this September for the intake of next year, and the academic year tends to start in September if you're doing a full-time undergraduate course. So the deadline to submit your UCAS application is 15th January of the year you'd like to join. So for example, if you'd like to join in September 2021, the typical deadline would be 15th January of 2021. This doesn't mean that if you miss the deadline that you can't apply. The only thing is that the universities can't guarantee that they look at your application. So it's a risky place to be. You don't want to be in that place where you're submitting applications and they're not even being considered. So it could be if you're doing like a foundation year, like I did a foundation year before I went to university. My study center partnered with 11 universities at the time. I have a whole video on bridging courses, by the way. So if you'd like to find out more details, definitely click on the link above. Or even in the description. I'll actually put the link to the whole study series in the description box. But basically, my study center partnered with a couple of universities. So the universities already had pre-arranged slots for people like me who, of course, would have made the application quite late. And as long as you met the requirements, then they would definitely take you on. That's the benefit of doing some of the foundation years. It's more like an accelerated route to entering university. But if you're a regular student and you're joining, you're basically doing your A-levels and you're doing your application in your final year, in year 13, then you need to submit by 15th January. Universities that are special, like Oxford and Cambridge, need you to actually submit earlier. So the deadline has already passed for Oxford and Cambridge. It's usually 15th October, the year before. So the UCAS applications literally open in September, and by 15th October you need to have submitted. Also for courses like medicine, veterinary medicine, I think dentistry, I'm not too sure, yeah, dentistry, you need to also submit by 15th October if you're applying for those courses. So how it works, you submit one application and it goes to all 5 universities that you've selected. So a UCAS application, you basically have the opportunity to choose to make 5 choices. And those 5 choices could be the same course in 5 different unis, 5 courses in the same uni, or like literally you can basically mix and match however you want as long as you select 5 options. However, something you need to consider, because it's going to be the same application going to all 5, you might want to select similar type of courses, because when you're filling in your personal statement, so the personal statement is a very key and integral part of the application. It's where you basically say why you're applying for that course, why you feel you're suitable to basically do that course, what's your interest, what are your passions, what are things that you'd like to highlight other than academic, because there's a section where you put your details. Then you put maybe like your academic history, and then you now put your personal and job experience if you have any. It's not mandatory. I didn't have any job experience when I made my application. And then now comes the personal statement, which, if I'm not wrong, it's 250 words. If they're any different, I will correct when editing this video. But basically, it's not many words that you have, simply put. And it's going to be the same statement that will go to all the unis. So you want to make it as general as possible, but still targeted towards the type of courses you're applying for. So you maybe don't want to apply for dentistry, and then the next thing you're applying for fashion, and the other thing you're applying for culinary arts. Your statement will be a bit difficult to tailor towards all those courses, because it's going to be the same one going to all the 5 universities. So all you need to do, you just need to register your details on the UCAS website, get started on your application form. If you're applying while you're still in school, you can get your tutors. There's a section for your tutors to put in their reference. They also usually put some predicted grades as well. If you're making an independent application, you might want to find out more information on that, on what happens with regards to your reference. But in that case, you would have already received results for maybe A levels or whatever equivalent qualification you'd be using. The whole point of the reference is usually because you make the application before you've done your final exams. So most A-level exams are around June, July time, and you make this application by January. So they usually need to see a predicted grade, like a mock grade, that they can give you a conditional offer based on. So after you've made your application, what you do is just wait. You wait for responses, and what happens is the universities, after they go through your application, the ones that are interested in taking you on, they will offer you a conditional offer. And it usually says that we're happy to give you a place as long as you attain these grades in your final exam. And then once you get those grades, you definitely get your unconditional offer. If you happen to be so lucky to get offers from all 5, what you need to do is you need to narrow down to 2 universities. So you need to have a firm choice and an insurance choice. I would encourage you to choose the first one as your dream, the one with the one that requires the highest grade. And then your insurance choice, let it be something that even if you're having a bad day, you'd be able to get that grade comfortably, so that you're not left in clearing. Clearing is when you've not gotten any of the choices that you chose in your UCAS, and basically you're put into a pool where you can be basically placed in any course in any university just because they have spaces. So yeah. So that's all for today. Hopefully you can now get started on your UCAS application. Wishing you all the best. If you have any questions, any specific thing, any advice and tips that you'd want on this process, I know it can be quite a daunting process, especially things to include in your personal statement, things like that. Feel free to reach out. I'll try my best to answer the questions, and where I can't, I'll try and put you in touch with at least maybe the university itself, or other people who would be of use to you and help you through this journey. So other than that, wishing you all the best, and have a good day or evening, depending on when you watch this video. Bye.